time now at last for SUNUP's harvest story for the year. We've been waiting a couple of weeks, Don, and we're here now with Don Schieber in Kay County. Your combines are finally rolling.
Yeah, finally we've had such a round with the weather. It seems like there's something like this happens every year. It's either too dry or too wet. You're never happy. And you know, before it all started raining back in April or March, whenever it was, we were looking at a 20 or 25 bushel wheat crop. And then the rains came and they kept coming, and we were lucky to get any corn planted. And now it looks like it might be a corn year, but the wheat has really turned around and took off, and we're looking at a 50 bushel crop in most places now.
So this field right here that you and the family are cutting, this is some seed wheat with the OSU?
This will be certified double stops,
okay.
Yeah, plus. So, yeah, that's the largest acreage of wheat planted in Oklahoma is double stop. So it's just hard to beat. It couldn't be better. And so far this year, if the rain will hold off about another week, most people will be finished, and that'll be good. So we'll be in good shape then.
So you've been out and about around the county too, because Kay County has been one that's really been hammered by the storms. We've heard about the flooding, we've heard about hail damage. What are some of your fellow farmers dealing with?
Well, we've had 26.5 inches of rain in the last 90 days, and the roads have taken a bigger hit than the fields have. My wife and I drove around and looked at our fields the other day, and it usually takes 45 minutes to an hour, and it took over 2 hours because the roads were so beat up.
You've had some years, you've been farming a long time. Tell me about when you started, and then you've had some other challenging years, from time to time.
I grew up on a farm. When I was in the 7th grade, I decided I wanted to be a farmer. So I aimed all my education that way. And we went through the late 80s where we had 21, 22, 23% interest, barely survived that. And we've had floods in 87 that wiped out a lot of our wheat crop. 93, we had 100% hail loss. In, it was 07. We had so much rain during harvest that we had sprouts 1 inch long sticking out of the heads of our wheat, so we didn't harvest anything that year. It's just been a trial, and we just deal with it. I mean, that's just part of life. You just find good sign somewhere and use it. There's always something good out of something bad. You just got to figure it out and find it.
Right, and obviously, like a challenger, you wouldn't have chosen this as your profession.
Well, that's true, but my hobby was football, of course, but I did that for 50 years and as an official and got that over with. Now my knees told me I was done. And now I've got to have another knee surgery after I've had them both replaced.
So you love it, but you made the decision that this is the last year to go at this level.
Yeah.
Tell me about getting through to that, making that decision, I'm sure with your wife and your family.
Yeah, talking about it, when you try to crawl up on a combine or get in a truck and you have a struggle doing it, or you can't get on your knees to get underneath something to change the oil, you got to do something different. And I don't like hiring people to do that kind of stuff. I like to do it myself. But when I can't do it anymore, then, it's like when I was young, I was always upset with the old guys on the Wheat Commission and the Wheat Growers Association, because they never let us young guys give a chance. Well, I turned off of the Wheat Commission a couple of weeks ago or a month ago, and I had that feeling. I was an old guy, and it's time to let somebody new get on there with younger ideas and maybe improve things that what we had going.
So a love of farming and the Oklahoma wheat industry, a love of football and refereeing, two very, very important parts of your life that have run parallel for many years. How does running a farm compare to refereeing a football game? What are the similarities there that you've drawn from?
Every day there's something different. Every play there's something different that happens on a football field. I could tell you 100 things. You think you've seen everything after you do 500 football games as a referee. Every Friday night there's something you haven't seen before. And it's unbelievable how that happens. And it's the same way on the farm. You know, just like we had a breakdown on the combine. It took a $2 piece to fix it. And we fixed it with a zip tie. But they couldn't get the part. So we were still running. But you got to do things like that. And even on a football field, if somebody gets hurt, you deal with it. And if somebody scores a touchdown, you deal with that. So I made a lot of friends on the football field with coaches and players too. Even some of the players that I'm still in contact with. Some of them went on and played pro football and did well. So that's always nice to think back about those things.
So are you going to take me for a ride today?
Absolutely.
Great. You were telling me about the grandkids love to come ride with you.
Oh, yeah. I used to farm at Bixby and grew soybeans over there. And they would all come down and ride the tractor when I was planting, or ride the sprayer when I was spraying, or ride the combine.
There's been a lot to this, Don, over all this time. Your service.
Oh, yeah.
Your cleaning wheat, seed wheat, the family. So as you're finishing harvest, what do you think what are you going to miss the most, and what are you going to look forward to the most?
Well, I haven't figured that out yet. Time will tell.